Libra, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your monthly general tarot reading for the month of April 2021. And I do want to take this moment to remind you, as always, to like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to this lovely channel if you haven't already. Now, when subscribing, don't forget that little notification bell. But more importantly, when meditating on your beautiful Libran energy for the month, overall, the message that came through was stepping into the sun. Okay, stepping into the sun, Libra. And we're going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Bear with me as I almost knock everything over. And keep in mind, this is a general monthly reading for the sign of Libra. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else, and check out your other chart placements for more messages. Alrighty, my friend? Now, what do we have to begin this monthly read for our lovely Libras for April 2021? Thank you, Spirit. For Libra. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have 3, my friend. We're beginning with Wasp Spirit. Sometimes life stings. All righty. So this month, my friend, there's a feeling that there's a focus on certain difficulties in your life up until this point. Spirit saying, we understand that it hasn't been easy up until this point. We understand that it's been difficult, or that you have had to overcome a lot of obstacles up until this point. But it's all been necessary. It's all been purposeful. Things are about to improve. Allow, what I'm hearing, this is beautiful, allow for these stings that life inflicts upon you to strengthen you rather than to weaken you. That's powerful. And we're moving on to Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. So there's this feeling that a lot of Libras out there are being rerouted towards a different direction. For the reason being is to align you with your destined path. For those of you who are already on that ideal path for yourself, it just in general, regardless of which resonates with you, it feels like Spirit's going to reroute you in little situations. All right, when you're out and about, it may feel like you already know your destination, where you're heading, or wherever that may be, but then Spirit might change it up somehow. Or you might find something's missing on the shelf at the store that you really wanted, or you went there just for that, but then you're forced to look for a different option. And that option ends up being more beneficial, or something that can help you out. So you've got to understand that certain little detours and that you're being rerouted towards are beneficial in one way, shape, or form. Something to keep in mind. And we're moving on to the 3rd and final one, which is Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. There's a feeling that Libras out there are sort of putting together their web, if you will, like a spider would, which is your life or your work of art, however it ends up being for you, your creations. They're saying, don't stop creating. Don't stop building. Keep moving forward, all right? And we're going to continue by pulling 6 tarot cards, a simple 6-card spread, if you will. Let's see here. What do we have for our lovely Libras? Thank you, Spirit, for the month of April 2021. For our lovely Libras. Interesting. Keep them coming. Thank you, Spirit. All righty, let's see what we have here. Bear with me. And we have 2 left, which we're going to pull right from the top of the deck. So we're beginning the spread in the month with the King of Cups. In the month feeling a little bit low in energy, or simply feeling like life has thrown you left and right and up and down recently, or being side by side with this Wasp Spirit, it's just beginning to the month where you can't help but think about what you've been through recently, right? But Spirit's saying, once again, things are going to improve. It's this point in the month where you're going to be pushed and advised in general to meditate, to center yourself, to ground yourself. You might feel a little bit emotional to begin the month because of what you've been through once again, but do remember when you're sort of trying to ground yourself and balance yourself out, that once again, everything happens for a reason, and that all of which has led you to this point, once again, for a reason. Whatever emotions you do experience at the beginning of April, allow yourself to remember it has something to teach you, all right? We'll leave that one at that. And we're moving on to the hangman or hangwoman. So you make your way to the middle of the first half of the month, and there's this feeling, potentially feeling a little bit stuck, right? There's also a need for you to step back, Libra, and adjust your perspective, your view on your situation, knowing once again, or not once again, but just knowing intuitively that there's a lot ahead for you, but knowing as well that your current situation needs a lot of improvement or just needs to change altogether. And again, that could be one area of your life or your life as a whole. What they're saying is this adjustment of your perspective is going to allow you to see the light. It's going to allow you to see the sun at the end of the tunnel, if you will. And going back to the overall message, it's all in preparation for you to step into the sun, to step into the light, to be the Libra you've always been meant to be. And we're moving on to the Five of Cups. And before I speak upon this one, my friend, we are going to clarify. What do we have for this Five of Cups for our lovely Libras? Alrighty, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So my friend, at this point in the month, as you make your way to wrap up the first half, you are going to, I feel like without meaning to, for some of you, focus on the past too much, on what's gone. It's like you go from adjusting your perspective to then focusing on the past. Bring it on back, my friend. Bring it on back to the present moment where things are improving, where you're being prepped once again to step into the sun. The past needs to stay in the past, period. But the cards that came out to clarify it were the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And so in order to bring you back to the present moment, to sort of shake you out of this dwelling over what's gone state of mind, Spirit in the Universe is going to send you some reminders of how people are viewing you these days. Not how people viewed you in the past, but what's happening in the present moment and moving forward. To people coming in, regardless of who it ends up being, to express that they respect you, or they see you in a different light, or simply to say that they are affected in one way, shape, or form in a positive light by what you do on a day-to-day basis. But this is going to leave you feeling like there's a need to celebrate, and this is all very purposeful. Let this be a lesson moving forward, that when focusing on the past too much, dwelling on it, because it feels like you've already learned from what you've dealt with, right? So revisiting it is just, it's not going to help, right? Just let this be a lesson that that focusing on the present and the future more so is going to leave you more celebratory and feeling more balanced, all right? It's time to move forward, my friend, towards the sun, towards the light. And we're moving on to the second half of the spread and month with the Queen of Pentacles. And so you make your way to begin the second half of the month and you're feeling more confident, right? It feels like you are starting to understand that things are about to work out for you, fall into place as they should. It's almost like you, between the end of the first half and the beginning of the second half, your chin just makes its way up into the air just a little bit more. Feeling more royal, feeling more balanced. It's aligned with the King of Cups. So we get a king aligned with the Queen. All right, speaking once again upon a true amount of balance within you, that masculine, that feminine within, because we all have it. Allow this balance to propel you forward. Allow this balance to remind you once again that things are improving, that you're meant to succeed in your own individual way. All right? And being side by side with this coyote spirit, which is all about trusting in divine detours. It's at this point in the month where there's going to be an important detour for you, all right? I mean, or you're reminded in this point in the month why certain detours are taking place, all right? You could even think of it in this way, like earlier on in the month with this hangman, hangwoman, they were detouring you mentally, right? Rerouting you towards a healthier mindset, a better view of how things are unraveling. But it's also in this point in the month, I mean, throughout the whole month as well, but prominently to begin the second half where those little detours will happen. So just pay attention, be aware. Moving right along, we have the Moon card. And so you make your way to the middle of the second half of the month, my friend, and you feel like you're drowning in your work, or you feel like things are just overwhelming. Certain emotions do pop up at this point, resurface in order to teach you something to help you move forward. What they're saying is your emotions at this point in the month, or just in general, play a key role in how things are meant to unravel. Just know that, all right? And at this point, you're going to think back to this adjustment of your perspective earlier on in the month, because it's aligned with the hangman. Your perspective on your situation is truly important, and Spirit and the universe will keep adjusting that for you, or pushing you to do so for yourself until you consistently view things in the right way. It's a personal habit you need to work out as you do step into the light, as you step into the sun. And we're moving on to finish off the month in a spread with the Ace of Swords. And so you make your way to finish off the month, my friend, and you're reminded that you have a fresh start ahead, right? Given a taste of which, but you finish off the month very much thinking and thinking and thinking. Your mind can be your greatest tool, but if you overthink and you stress yourself out, you're only hurting yourself in the end, right? Yet again, another personal habit just to tweak, to work on, to take best advantage of what's ahead. Being aligned with the Five of Cups, they're saying that there's a potential that once again you could finish off the second half of the month just like you finished off the first half, dwelling on the past, you're thinking back, and allow yourself to, because your mind's going to be racing regardless to finish off the month. So you might as well reroute it towards your future in an optimistic light, or simply thinking about your present situation, right? There could be something to learn in this moment. They're saying there definitely is something to be learned, but I'm saying as well with your thoughts, whatever pops up in your head, it feels like certain thoughts will be repeated. Pay attention to those thoughts. There's a reason why they're repeating. It's almost as if Spirit in the universe witnessed one thought that you had and is repeating it in your head to help ingrain it, to make sure you don't forget it. So keep that in mind. Be aware. All right? So let's continue and, or rather finish off this beautiful Libran reading by pulling a message or two from the Small Star Seeds Oracle deck. And what do we have to finish off this beautiful reading for lovely Libras? What else do we have? All right, Magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique, but most importantly, you are enough. It feels like you need a reminder this month, my friend, that you are enough, that you're amazing, that your uniqueness is what makes you shine at the end of the day, right? You're more special than you realize at times. In advancement, to finish this off, a strong energy is propelling you forward. Follow the stirrings of your heart. Absolutely, my friend. Allow for the energy to propel you forward towards what you deserve, towards the sun, towards the light. It's where you're meant to be. Alrighty, Libra, so I hope this reading was truly helpful for you. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope you have the most amazing month, and I'll see you next time. Bye.